Hi folks, I am on my way to Sister Sarah's place in Willis. Last summer she and I went on a local adventure looking for this mysterious lake in Conroe, which is a larger city that juts up to Willis. Eventually we did find the lake, but it was just the fun of trying to locate it. So when I mentioned coming up a little while back, she said, "Is there another adventure that awaits us?" Not wanting to disappoint her, I looked online to see what else is in the area that we could explore. That's when I came upon the Bonnie and Clyde Bridge. I said, whoa, what? Bonnie and Clyde Bridge right there in Conroe. Clyde had relatives that lived in Conroe. The Barrow family evidently was an upstanding family, and instead of going directly to their homes, he would meet his first cousins under this bridge. And so I just kept looking at some articles, seeing pictures, and realizing that in January of 2024, the bridge was practically washed away in a flood. So I don't know what remains of it, but I thought that would be something we could check out. One of the first cousins that would meet up with Clyde actually is buried there in Conroe, and I thought that would be another interesting thing we could do, is go to the cemetery and locate Clyde Barrow's cousin. He had another first cousin who had 4 sons, and one of the sons lived and worked in Willis and is buried there in one of the local cemeteries. So I thought that would be interesting to go and look for it. And also, as I was doing research on this, there is a barbershop on Main Street in Conroe. Evidently, it's one of the oldest barbershops in Texas. One of their customers was once Elvis Presley. So that is the adventure that awaits us. It will begin sometime tomorrow, probably right after breakfast. So I will see you there. Okay, good morning. I'm with my sister here, Sarah, and we are beginning the adventure I was telling you about. And I have a list here of the 4 things we want to try to accomplish this morning. FM 2854. Okay, we're heading to the bridge. Location, we don't know exactly what's there anymore. About the posse that eventually gunned down Bonnie and Clyde. We watched that last night to familiarize ourselves with the story again. How would you get that message to them?
Oh, I would say how they,
the highwaymen,
how they were able to kind of predict where their next move would be.
Right.
And, you know. Yes.
But yeah, how in those days did they communicate? Or like Sarah said, with those highwaymen, the posse, how did they even,
predict what their next move was going to be? But they were going by where they had been. Hey, that MO, what they did.
Right.
They're going to have to come back to their house, go see parents or go see friends, but unbelievable.
this may be it right here.
Oh, I bet so.
Is this the San Jacinto River system? I'm gonna go real slow. Ooh, this has got to be it.
Can we go in here?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
that.
Maybe it's on this side. You think it's on that other side?
I don't know.
That's what you
Okay.
brought your tennis shoes for.
Exactly.
Oh, I was going to get a stick for the snakes. Darn it, I forgot.
We parked and we're trying to access the river here to see if we can see anything on this side. We don't know if the remains of the bridge are on this side or the other side. Remnants of the flood.
So this is where they meet, though.
Yes.
Okay.
The bridge, this modern bridge, was built right next to the iron bridge. But this would be the area where Bonnie and Clyde would meet, well, Clyde would meet his cousins. Okay, I don't see any remnants. And this is about as close as I can get. Now we're on the other side of the bridge. And look at this. Wow. So when that flood came through, it did some messing up here. Sister Sarah was thinking that the bridge would have been over here. She said because it's cleared out. Kind of makes sense, like the road, this would have been the old road, and I'm thinking it was on the other side. But let me film this so we can match it up with the pictures that I've seen online. Well, I'm so glad to be here. After doing that research, amazing. Sister Sarah stayed in the vehicle back over there. So we have the location of the bridge. Now we will head to the Conroe Cemetery, which is nearby here, she says, and look for the grave of Ellis Dude Barrow, who is Clyde's first cousin and one of the cousins that he would meet in this location outside of Conroe. So let's go see if we can find Ellis Dude Barrow's grave. You do. Well, there you go.
When did this fella pass away?
In 1985.
Yep, in 85. He just died in March 4th, 2025.
And he's out here too?
Yeah. Yeah, so let's go. I
One for
can
the
take
books.
it. We've been out there a few times.
Wow.
Okay.
Now, isn't this amazing?
So she's going to take us to Ellis Dude Barrow's grave.
He was born in November of 34, this Clyde.
Oh.
They named him after Clyde.
Mm-hmm. cemetery, and now we are heading to Main Street, just a few miles down the road here. 2 weeks before Bonnie and Clyde were gunned down in Louisiana, they were here in Conroe getting their vehicle worked on, and the mechanic sent them to Joe's hamburger place, which was on Main Street. It doesn't exist anymore. However, we're going to go to that area because there's also an old barber shop, the oldest continuous barber shop in Texas. We have Mimi's on Main. A corner pub. Red brick. Okay. Here's a historical marker. A barber shop.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we can park right here.
Yeah, these adventures can get dangerous. We stop where we want. People have to watch out for us. Thing is moving, huh? Oh, I do hear the guy laughing in there. As he's getting oldest barber shop in Texas. Okay, let's go see if they've got a story about Elvis Presley in here. Can I just film a little bit in here?
Yes, ma'am, you sure can. You gotta give a $20 donation though, to me.
I saw online that Elvis Presley once got his hair cut here.
Sure did. He's right behind Tom over there. See the picture?
Yeah, but look, that's him, huh?
Yep, he got his leg cocked up. Johnson Chevrolet.
Somebody asked me, is that your wife? I said, heck no, she's 88 years old. She's not my wife.
Oh.
That's at a radio station.
Okay, so that is
You
her.
too.
We'll see y'all.
Y'all
later.
have a good floor.
Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.
But anyway, he didn't like, you know, they were just milking, just not doing anything, you know. And
Ray Price.
he said, I can't do it. He says, oh, you know what? It takes a bucket list. You didn't.
So Elvis was here when he was at a concert on the football field at Travis Junior High, which was in Conroe High School.
Okay, historic building is served
Oh,
as
see,
a
mine's doing the
barbershop
same
for
thing.
more
You got
than
local
100
location.
years. This is like 1938, so this is how it kind of looked back in those days.
Oh. I give up.
Okay.
Got it?
I'll look it up.
Free beer out. There you go. I guess Wi-Fi.
I've been trying to get him to.
That's like Floyd's barbershop.
You got that right. Oh my.
So this is Old Town Conroe. And it does have that feel to it with those brick buildings, you know. We checked off the barbershop, and now our destination is back to Willis.
Where do you want to go?
To Willis. Okay, so we're heading to the Willis Cemetery to look for the grave of Emmett Barrow, who was a son of one of the first cousins of Clyde, and he lived and worked in Willis, and he is buried over there. So we'll follow up on that Barrow family connection. After that, I think we're probably going to go have some lunch, right?
Correct.
Woo, this has been exciting though. Wasn't that the coolest barbershop ever? Looking up information on this cemetery that maybe we could have a grave location.
It says Safari can't open the page because the server can't
Okay, so it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. So we'll just briefly look here and see if we can find the Barrow grave.
Barrow?
Yep, Emmett Barrow. Ooh, we got to get in the shade maybe. I'll let you know if I have any luck. Sort of like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Emmett Gay Barrow, nickname Outlaw. It says show map right there. It's going to show us maybe where. What? We want to walk, head east.
Head east.
Wait, start.
Head east.
We can go this way.
Okay.
Hey, his nickname Outlaw.
Runs in the family.
Directions.
Okay, we have arrived. Is it over here? Emmett Barrow. Look at that. Emmett G, and his middle name was Gay. They called him Outlaw.
And there's the James.
This
He was
must
born in
be,
65.
yeah.
Emmett's son.
Okay, his son here, James Albert, because he named him after his dad was James.
Okay, yes.
But okay, so this is Emmett Barrow, who lived and worked here in Willis. And he was a second cousin to Clyde. And his dad, James, was one of the first cousins that would meet up with Clyde over at the bridge.
So if we ever need, we find a grave.
We have met all of our goals, right? We saw the bridge location and saw Ellis's grave. And we went downtown and saw the area where Bonnie and Clyde would have gone to get that hamburger 2 weeks before they died. We saw the oldest barbershop in Texas, Shepherd's, and where Elvis Presley once got his hair cut. A little bit of history on Bonnie and Clyde in that era. They died in 1934. Clyde was 24 years old and Bonnie was 23 years old when they died, and they were both buried in Dallas. I was gonna walk around and look for this Barrow grave, and modern technology took care of all that, right?
Yes.